Well, we've got a call on the line from Lima to save us out of this one. Go ahead and tell us what your name is and what you'd like to know.
Yes, my name's Lori, and my question's for Jimmy and Heather. I was wondering, seeing that Jimmy's the oldest and he is a boy of the family, do you think he gets away with more because he's the oldest as being the oldest son? And if so, I know it's happened to me when my older brother got away with more because I'm the daughter. And number two question is, do you have any nicknames for each other?
He's called me witch.
Okay, we'll explain that. But
No.
honestly, this is the way it is. So if she says
He's
something,
gotten away with
no.
so many things.
Like I've said earlier, I had to be the example because I was older, and I am the oldest out of 5 children, so I had to put the example for them, and always be on my. Now I wasn't always on my best behavior, but I had to try to be on my best behavior so they can take that. And there's been times where I supposedly am supposed to be babysitting, and she tries to take the authority because she's 16 or 15 years old now, so she doesn't need a babysitter. And so it's been times where I didn't get away with as much as she did, and I don't know why really.
I know some of the stuff he got away with, and he got to do a lot more than me. Because since he's the oldest child, Mom knows, what he'll get in trouble with and what he won't, and so she kind of doesn't let me do as many things as he was allowed to do, near as many
Well,
things.
as we
I've
get
got a
older,
lot more
she gets more
restrictions.
privileges.
No, there's a lot more restrictions on me than there were on him, because
And that's odd. Usually they say that the youngest gets to do a lot more. Is it best being the oldest or the youngest? And you two don't apply a whole lot. You are a minute older from your vast experience. But would you rather be the oldest or the youngest?
I think it's easier for him than me because I had to break his parents in. Now, I mean, they didn't know what to do with the first kid, so they had to see what happened, and then they can work with him on that. So he's been able to do stuff quicker than I have when I was.
Jennifer, you're the oldest. Is that good or bad?
I think it can be both ways. I always did things, and I would get in trouble because you have to build your parents' trust and everything. And so if I messed up, they thought she would mess up too, so she couldn't do something. But if I was able to do something in a certain area, she might not be able to because of just, we're two different people, and, I mean, I lived with her. I'm older, so I'm allowed to do more. I mean, she was mad because,
But how long can you use that? She catches up with you every year, and she's as old as you were then.
I know that I think there's more restrictions put on me because of she was bad for a while. For a while, she went through a stage like everybody does, but when I got to that stage, they realized what was going to happen, so there was more restrictions put on me, so
Jennifer broke them in a little bit.
No.
Well, a lot of you are middle children, and they always say the middle children feels neglected, this and that. That's not true, is it?
Wouldn't argue with that. No, I don't really get neglected. So I'm usually in trouble the most.
You make sure you're not neglected. What about you, Heather? You have a lot of younger brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I'm not the middle. There's 3 younger than me. But, there's a brother younger than me. So it's like I'm the first daughter. And I don't know, I think my youngest sister's going to get away with a lot more than I did, probably. Because, she's the youngest, and, when we all leave, I think, she's already spoiled the way it is, so she'll probably have a lot more than we did, but...
Who's the spoiled one in the group? Anybody more spoiled than the other one?
He is.
I probably might be the more spoiled. I can't say spoiled, but
I've
got a lot more than she has.
Yeah, because I have a job, and you have a job, but you're in college. And I mean, I do most of the things on my own. I buy my own clothes now, and Mom always tells me the reason she doesn't buy me clothes is because I don't need any, since I buy them all the time. But he's never had to buy his own clothes and things, and so I think
I've had a lot of reward given to me because of the responsibility that I've had as being the oldest, and with her getting away with more. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I've been more spoiled.
Well, we invite everyone to call in with questions. The lines are still open, but earlier they asked about nicknames. You mentioned a nickname that you said you were going to explain.
He used to call me witch.
She used to have a little zit on her, or not.
I used to have a wart on my chin.
A long time
I'm
ago.
sorry we brought it up.
It was when I was in like grade school. I had a wart on my chin. When he'd get mad at me, he'd call me a witch.
Anybody else have anything? Did you have one that you called him in return?
You say it?
Well, maybe not. Never mind. Maybe we should drop this question before it gets any farther. We have a caller on the line. All right, go ahead and let us know where you're calling from and what's your question.
This is Stacy from Lima. I have a question for Brad and Josh. Have you guys ever liked the same girl?
Ever had an interest in the same girl?
No.
I don't. He might have liked one of my girlfriends, probably.
Not that he told you about.
Yeah.
Not that you'd like to talk about a whole lot, huh?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Nothing that comes
Yeah,
to
he
mind.
didn't- he
They were
wouldn't have
calling
said-
about something that they know about that you're just not
Huh?
sharing, right? They're not calling about inside information that you're not just telling us about.
They are. I don't know about it.
What about jealousy? Is there ever much jealousy between you? It hits all of us now and then, doesn't it? I mean,
I used to be jealous of him a lot because, you know, he was older than me, and you used to get to do things all the time. He'd get to go out with his friends, and I had to stay at home and be in bed at a certain time, and he'd be out having fun. I couldn't stand that.
but it evens out in the long run.
And now,
Is that
I mean,
your
he's in
deal?
Dallas now, and he doesn't have any parents to tell. Well, I mean, he has parents that call him and check on him, but he doesn't have anybody to tell him what to do and stuff. And
But that's what I've had to learn myself, you know, watching these guys babysit and stuff. It's give me a lot of experience. I've learned.
Lowell, what, any jealousy there? You two are so close, you do so many things together. Not a lot.
Sometimes I feel like they put a little more responsibility on me. Like if I do something wrong, he does something wrong, it seems like it's weighed more heavily on me than him.
Really?
I think so. Really, I do. I'm glad we brought this out. I mean,
The truth comes out after all these years. Not a lot of jealousy, though.
not too much. I mean, what can I be jealous about? Because it seems like whatever he is, I am, or whatever I am, he is. That's kind of scary, though, really, if you think about it.
I think I was a little more jealous of him when he was like in the middle school because, you know, he used to be at like, you know, with the practice and stuff like that when he was in sports like that, and I wasn't. But then again, you know, I didn't have to come home real late and, you know, be all smelly.
So you find reasons not to be jealous anymore.
That's another way you try to find reasons. That's a good point.
How is it with sisters? Any jealousy over, oh, you look better in that dress than I do, or you have a date tonight and I don't? Nothing like that?
I used to be jealous about her boyfriend. I was like, because I didn't have one for a while, and I was like, I'm never gonna have a boyfriend. You know, I'd be sitting home Friday nights, and Tricia's out with, you know, a boyfriend. Like, great, you know. And she talks about him all the time. It's like, just shut up, you know.
Yep. We don't have that really with clothes because if I have anything special that I think I look good in, I won't let her touch it. So she can't show me up. So that's how it works.
But speaking of clothes, I just thought I'd add this. This is like really low on me, but she helps me with my clothes because I don't like shopping or anything. And like if I see something, it has to be on a mannequin for me to buy it because I just can't put things together. And so I'll like tonight I was like, Tricia, should we, you know, should I wear a turtleneck under this, or you know, what should I do? What should I do? And I'm afraid that when I go off to college, I'll probably look like a bum or something.
So it's good to have someone close to you to help you.
Yeah.